production.
Hey,
everybody. We got the part 2 of the intro. We're gonna have to have Nip recorded. Come in with that fire. But what's going on, everybody? Right back again. Another episode, Gladiator Cypher podcast. And let's get it right into it. Gentlemen, how y'all feeling today?
Man, I'm good, man. You know, Corny J in the building. Smooth as your local Mad Dog 2020. Go down hard, but don't come up easy at all. But we about to do this week, man. I'm excited about the lineup this week because I feel like we about to have a lot of arguments. I can feel it. I can feel it in my soul today.
Okay. What's going on, Nip?
Papa Bear Nip, Big Bad Nip, your neighborhood brolic alcoholic. You know what I mean? I'm here. New headphones. Who this? Stole these from Dub. That's why I ain't got them on top because they kids' headphones. I had to put them to the back.
Damn. Hey, it is what it is. Gotta get it how you live.
At least keep it in 100.
I had to test them out first. I ain't buying no good headphones first. I had to see how I like the experience first.
For sure. Mess around, spend all that money, leave it in the box.
And don't like it. Yeah.
Just niggas don't like returning stuff. I know that.
$300 beats and shit. Fuck that.
All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna get right into our top 3 for this episode. Coming to you, we got top 3 albums after the artist has died. So top 3 albums after death. I'll go ahead and kick it off. And recently, I just listened to this based on what we were talking about on the podcast. We always bringing up the great, Michael Jackson. And I was texting the guys. I went back and listened to Escape, and Michael Jackson got that album and he got that song on there, Blue Gangsta. So I think he was kind of confirming, his gang affiliation there. So I wanted to throw that as my number 3.
Okay. Nah, that's a good one, man. I'm Michael everything. So you put any Michael album up on there, I'm gonna rock with it, even the Suspect one. My number 3.
Escape.
Go ahead, Nip.
Which album? Go ahead. It's definitely a Suspect album. Go ahead. And I was just talking about Mike today about him being a gangster for real. Like, and motherfuckers, these allegations, and motherfuckers keep talking about he's soft. Like, that's Joe Jackson's son, bro. I don't care what y'all say. He Joe Jackson's son, and he got 8 older brothers. If you think that nigga soft, you tripping. But go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
No. I'm right there with you, man. We could have a whole show on Michael if one day if we ever really wanted to. Because motherfuckers
was tripping, bro.
Yeah.
The interviews with the dude talk about he fucked Bubbles up. He Bubbles has been a kid, and he 3-pieced Bubbles and shit. Yeah. Hey, Bubbles that work.
Yeah, something new because his kids
the neutrons or neutrons or some shit. Yeah.
You said Bubbles did what? Bubbles, come here.
And fuck Bubbles up.
That's crazy. A whole ass chimp. Mike putting hands on him.
Looking for go check out. I mean, we're not trying to promote him, but Vlad TV. You got to look it up. But that's why I started on Vlad TV. But my number 3 one is going to be Otis Redding's album, The Dock of the Bay. Would be my number 3 album after his death. I think it came out almost a year after he passed. So that's my number 3 one. I mean, you can't go wrong with Otis Redding, man. I feel like anything he touched with that voice made it magical. So there we go.
Where I don't have an order, and I'm not even sure if this one counts, but I'm gonna say Life After Death. I don't know if does that count.
Oh, it counts. That's my number 1, so I ain't got to do my number 1.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, you fine.
I don't have an order. That's definitely my number 1 too. I didn't have an order and shit. So Life After Death. I'm gonna say Life After Death.
Double CD, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, dope. My next up, and this really isn't any kind of order anyway. Honestly, I was struggling trying to figure out some of my favorites to bring up, but this one was a strong pick for me. Tribe Called Quest, We Got It From Here. Thank you for your service. The untimely passing of Phife Dawg. We had Q-Tip. Busta Rhymes definitely jumped in. I think Consequence was on the project a few times, and I actually enjoyed the album a lot. I know they did a bunch of media events around that time. I think they were on SNL too. Q-Tip and some of the guys had a performance there. But overall, enjoyed the album, so wanted to introduce it on this topic.
All right. My number 2 is Jimi Hendrix, The Cry of Love. I think that came out a few months after he passed. I think the lead single on there, Jesus, is I think Voodoo Chill. I feel like it's Voodoo Chill, but I think I'm wrong about that one. But yeah, that's my number 2 one, Jimi Hendrix, The Cry of Love, man. I mean, again, another classic artist. Yeah, I don't need as much more to say about that than that. I mean, anybody who heard the album, they know what I'm talking about. It's not one of his all-time greats, but for the fact that it was like the last couple of songs and things that he recorded before he passed, kind of puts a lot of songs in perspective a lot more. So, yeah, that's my number 2.
All right. This one isn't out yet, but I'm gonna just say it's a top 3. We're gonna go "Welcome to America" by Prince. They've been trying to drop this shit for the last 10 years. Ain't nobody heard it yet, but I know it's gonna be jamming. So I'm going with that one. No order.
Here's a question. I know and this probably maybe we need to save it for a culture talk one time. Does Prince have a bad album? Like, I know it's some average ones, but like a one where you will listen to it and be like, "Nah, I'm good." Like, I don't know. I can't think of any other artist that doesn't have a bad album in my mind.
Does Mike have a bad album?
I mean, we just talked about Escape, bro. Stop it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Again, I like Escape again because I'm a Michael Jackson head, but I can also be realistic enough to know that
Escape. Yeah, we can be critical of it.
Yeah. It wasn't slapping on nothing for real. It's a couple of jams on there, but all right. But anyway, all right. I guess Chris, we going to our number 1s,
okay,
or no order ones.
Yeah. So my last one, UGK for Life, came out in 2009 after Pimp C's death in December 2007. Actually, like the album that came out before this one a little bit more, but this was still enjoyable to me. I'm a big UGK fan, so it's kind of bittersweet getting this one and hearing some of the last verses from Pimp C. But yeah, UGK for Life. Check it out if you haven't.
Okay. Yep, number 1, my man.
Yeah, like I said, no order, but The Shining, Jay Dilla.
Good choice. Wow. I'm mad that I ain't put that on my list. Damn.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's what's up.
That's it.
Actually, I'm about to hijack this for 1 second. Because I just did another show the other day, and I think Nip is breaking up on this one, but we did the show the other day, man, and yeah, you back. We did the show the other day, and I just got to get y'all opinion on it. I ain't gonna argue. The Rock versus Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's better, like movie-wise?
I say Arnold.
Damn, y'all taking this on to think about it. This is about to piss me off even more.
I think Arnold.
It's Arnold, man.
Okay. Yeah, man, my co-host of the show was like, The Rock. And I'm like, The Rock, I don't even know if The Rock even got a classic movie.
Nah. You talking about, oh, fuck no. You talking about Terminator, fucking Kindergarten Cop? Get the fuck out of here. No. We talking about Jumanji? You get that Jumanji boy? I was thinking about that shit like, what? No. Arnie, bro. What you talking about?
We were doing
Get to the chopper. What you talking about? No.
Yeah, Predator. We were talking about top 3 former like pro athletes turned actors. Mm-hmm. And so my list was exactly. My list was Ed O'Neill from Al Bundy because he played for the Steelers. Then I had The Rock, and then I had Arnold. And they had like the Arnold number 2 and The Rock number 1. And I was like, "Oh, y'all smoking crack?" Like, and they was like defending it like, "Oh, The Rundown is an awesome movie." The Rundown, what? I almost lost my shit.
I've never even seen The Run. What is The Rundown?
That's it. Don't even matter. In the woods, in the jungle, or something with the blonde white dude.
No. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the joke because what was I saying? Because I had a Twitter poll up about it, and The Rock is winning this fucking Twitter poll with like 28 votes. The Rock is winning, and I'm like, "Are you what? What are we doing out here in these streets?
Yeah, these niggas
anyway, all right, my bad. Let's get back to music, I guess.
What do you say to my man, dude that came in? Yo, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
They did a little orange.
I had to go and embarrass myself with my Arnold impersonation, but it's not a tumor. Like, shit. Come on, man. Like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Him and Sinbad was battling. That was my joke.
Oh, Jingle All the Way?
Yeah, Jingle All the Way. That was my joke right there. Oh, my God. That was funny. Yeah, man. Arnold got that hands down. They lunch her. Woo. All right. Well, let's get into some of these album reviews, gentlemen. And let's kick it off. Elephant in the Room, Pop Smoke, Faith. Let's get into it. How y'all feeling?
Look, we're gonna let Nip go last because we know how he feel.
I don't even want to take. Just let me. Y'all got it. I'll just give my rating and that's it. I don't want to say.
Let me kick it off then. I'm gonna pull up this. So, from a drill perspective, it's a great album. Aside from the fact that it's so long, I really feel like this project could have used some editing down, get rid of a lot of the fluff. You can tell some of the songs where he's trying and some of them where he's kind of just phoning it in. Like he keeps going big to that ass jello, hello, whatever that lyric is. He had it from his last project on one of the songs, one of the singles, and you could hear in a few of these cuts, he's still bringing up that same line. So it's like, I feel like they got rid of a lot of the chaff and kept the wheat. It'd have been a much stronger project. But the singles are good. He has some good verses. I think one of my favorites on here was the joint he had with Takeoff, What's Cracking. I really like Tell the Vision with Ye and Pusha T, and that shocked me to see Pusha on there. I wasn't expecting that, so that was dope. The joint with Ross I like, and then About a Million, I like that one too. So yeah, I mean he's definitely got some stuff on here. They could have cut out like 3 or 4 tracks, maybe probably 5, 6. We'd have had a great project. But I understand the want to kind of send them off, get as much music as possible out to the fans. So I'm not going to slide into that. But overall, I enjoyed it. How'd you feel, Jay?
Or they just trying to make some bread for the state.
Yeah.
And there we go. Man, this album is I put it as a regression from the last album, but naturally because he wasn't alive to record this album. You could tell on the last album, which Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, you can see that Pop was probably looking to try to get out of his comfort zone the last album, and it still worked. I felt like whoever produced this album was trying to continue that thread, but you don't have the real artist there to put like his spin on it. I feel like they just kind of took the scrap material and was like, oh, look, well, Pop before he died was trying to get a little bit more popish. Well, let's keep pushing along that. So those last songs, that's like the last 5 or 6 songs are completely Pop, like Diplo, like She's on the Joint with him, the Pharrell song, the Cudi song. Yeah, all of them are just real, just Pop songs, which I appreciated the attempt, but it was trash.
Ass. Thank you.
It was trash.
When you said that shit was like the last 5 not drill, I'm like, these songs are ass. All right, we on the same. Jesus
no, but
Christ.
but here's the thing though, when like Chris said, but when he's in his drill trap mode in this album, and I think that's what's gonna be missed more about Pop than anything is that I don't think nobody really understands how to flow on that drill as well as he does, as we'll say American MCs. I can see why he got the comparisons to 50 because it just feels his flow feels charismatic. Even when he's in a laid back mode, like even you listen to songs and he knows how to switch his flow in mid verse to get more ferocious, then get laid back. Like that's a talent there, and like that's something that you can't teach every run of the mill drill rapper to be able to pick up how to relay words in a certain tempo. And I know everybody's like, well, that's what an artist is supposed to do. You'll be surprised how many artists, especially rappers, have no idea how to do inflections, how to emphasize words, how to speed the flow up, slow it down, and to make it still work within the beat. This album did show that a lot, but it still felt like it was always missing that signature payoff for his ability on the mic. And I think some of it is, like you said, Chris, there was a lot of recycled lyrics on this album.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of recycled lyrics, and it just, and I feel like that's what held it back. Because maybe if he was alive, some of these moments would have ended with something dope or doper. Song I probably would recommend is Coop. The rest of them, I mean, it is what you're gonna get. What you're gonna get. Like I said, my pros is Pop Smoke's charisma. He understands how to use his voice as a true artist. Knows how to do. And I wish he was here to actually recorded this album. And the cons I had on is everything we just listed. Like, it's drill for the sake of drill. I feel like whoever produced this album was trying to continue Pop Smoke's evolution and put him into the pop world a little bit. And I think it links to what Tony said. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you get a pop hit, that probably gets more bread for his estate than any song he would have made in that drill category, you know? So maybe that's why they were making these attempts at it. And you bring in heavy hitters like Pharrell, Kid Cudi, Diplo, Chris Brown. I mean, that Chris Brown one is probably some of the worst things I've ever heard come out of Chris. I thought y'all hated on the Wale and Chris Brown Angels joint. This is worse than that. It's worse than that. Yeah. It's way worse than that.
The Pharrell joint sucked too.
And I'm gonna end on one last thing.
The Pharrell shit was super ass.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was
terrible. Yeah. I'm gonna end with one thing because we talked about it one time before. Man, if 21 Savage ain't the assist leader in rap,
this nigga is the assassin right now, bro.
21 gets on anybody's track, it just
is ripping shit.
And I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, let me be ready for this one. But yeah, like I just want to give a shout out to 21, dude. Like, if you're not winning the assist award in rap, we need to make an award just for you for that, because he is getting on everybody's track and just losing his mind. So shout out to 21 Savage, man. But that's my review on it, man. What you got, King Nip?
But wait, before Nip goes, it killed me though, because I was in the car, right? So it just showed 42 Doug, because the Joan didn't scroll on the artist Joan at the bottom of the song. So I'm like, okay, there you go, 42, the song about that. And then I hear 21 get on. I'm like, oh, snap, and he killed this. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that jump.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, positives 21. I don't got nothing else positive to say about this shit, man. I feel like they're trying to make a legacy and no bullshit. I feel like they're trying. First of all, I don't think that if he was still alive, we'd have heard half of these songs.
No
facts.
And that's why I feel like we hearing recycled lyrics. It's like, you know, you put the same lyrics on a different beats trying to, you know, get a hit or whatever. So if I'm just, all right, I got this many beats, I'm gonna try to rap on these shits and see what they hit for. I don't think if he's still alive, we hear majority of these songs. I think they're trying to make a legacy for a person who, and no disrespect to the deceased, but like, does this man, he don't have a legacy. Like, he don't deserve, like, not deserve, but like, he's not a hip hop legend. He's not maybe a drill legend, but you know, when I listen to Rowdy Rebel and God damn, why can't I think of this motherfucker's name right now? He just got out. Smurder. Smurder. Yeah, like what we talking about here? Yeah. Let's just let him go.
All right.
That's it.
I mean, it's a shame. I think he definitely could have got better as time. And I did see his skill kind of improve. And like Jay was saying, in that drill category, like nobody had a voice that stood out like Pop Smoke. And the way that he could kind of freak it, like in the middle of the song, he was like, I don't want to mock it. I can't really do it myself. But like he would change it up sometimes. And people like, oh, okay. And you hear it now, like I was listening to a lot of UK drill a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of them would be trying to copy it or bring them up. So he definitely had a lot of notoriety in the drill
before
lane.
Nip started hating, because Nip about to hate. I want to make sure you heard my statement correctly. I said out of New York, I said out of American drill rappers, because the other cats in the other parts of the country.
UK drill is ass. Let's not do this.
Not like UK.
Let's not do this shit. Like, come on. Let's not do this shit. UK drill is ass.
I'm talking about the joint you put them on with the Ugandan drill that they had.
The Ghana shit? Yeah, they shit was hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I said. Out of American drill rappers, I think he was the best, because I've heard other drill from other places. And I'm like,
how do you say that word? Ghanaian, whatever. They shit hard. Yeah. UK drill is ass. All UK rap is ass. And I know they're gonna try to get in the comments and talk. I'm not hearing nobody from the UK rapping, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm like,
that shit is ass. I'm not listening to UK rappers, bro. I'm sorry. This just stinks. This stinks. And I know that's the original English and all that shit, but the shit fucking sucks.
Who's the that's UK the original rapper that Drake always be running with? The UK rapper that Drake be running with all the time.
I don't know. He ass too. I don't know his name, but he's ass.
Not Stormzy. Is it Skepta? No, not Skepta.
I don't know, man. Another hot take by Dip, man.
Fuck that.
I ain't even gonna deal with you, man. I ain't got no rebut.
The rain. I'm not gonna say that the album is a throwaway, but I guess I give it a what? We'll give it a 1.5 or 2. I ain't gonna say it's a frisbee. But
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm right there. My score was 1.5. I mean, this is a frisbee unless my girl put it on.
Exactly, right.
It did nothing for. Again, like I said, the drill songs was dope, but if I'm right the whole album, unless you could just cut off the whole bottom half of this album and maybe get to song 6 and just stop there. Like
it's a frisbee unless a new joint put it on. If your girl put it on, you'd be like, man, get this shit the fuck out of here. If you try to be cool, with the new bitch, then you gotta let it rock.
That's what
like a argument.
That's a 1.3 there. Yeah. If it's your girl, like if you really my girl, like nah, cut this shit the fuck off. But if you try to be cool with the new joint, like nah, you can let it rock. They put it at 1.28 or some shit like that.
Like every time you get in my car, you playing this bullshit, man. What's going on?
No. She only get one chance to put it on. That's it.
And
I liked it a lot more than a 1.3. I was gonna give it like a 2.8.
Okay.
2 or 3. I enjoy it. I like drill, so it was cool. I like Push. I like hearing him on it. Not the best showing, but I kind of wanted to bring up some of what he was talking about in there too. So you heard him talk about, he's like, Tyler got the album of the year. Yeah. Tyler got the album of the year so far. And Pop dropped. And then he got his project coming up later on. So I was really excited to hear that Pusha's going to be coming later this year. So I'll be looking forward to that. But we got confirmation. Everybody's thinking Tyler got the project of the year so far.
Okay.
So we're going to have to have
I'm waiting on you, Push. If you that's a bold statement. Let's do it, Push. All right.
Yep. All right, moving up. Next, we have It's Remble by Remble. Now,
I would have started. Because I feel like I'm probably going to give it the most positive out of everybody. So let me just go and get the power of positivity out the way first. So this is the first time I've heard this dude Remble. Like, I ain't heard nothing about it. When Chris said he suggested it, I was like, oh, I mean, it's cool because I got to open up my my vision to the music game. So I didn't do no research, I didn't get no backstory. I just put up Spotify, clicked the album, and let it go. Man, it took me like 7 tracks to get used to the homeboy flow because I didn't know. It felt like it felt like when you ever had somebody like, because I'm one of those people that try to talk really fast and get a lot of statements in at once. That's what it felt like when he rhymed the whole time. That he was just trying to fill every single verse with as many words as he can imagine to put in that verse. But after 4 or 5 songs, I got used to it.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was alright, for what he was spitting and what he was saying, because it felt like because he was throwing so much shit at me, I had to listen. I couldn't just fall into the beat like another rapper. I had to actually be like, man, this dude getting real wordy. Let me listen to it. So I rocked with that after you got used to it, but it still made me uncomfortable and uneasy because I felt like the whole album, I could never just fucking relax. I'm like trying to get everything I'm trying to say. Right. The production was alright, man. I liked the production on it. I thought that was the shining note of it, is that you got an MC like this that's kind of offbeat, kind of putting all these words together, and the production seemed to almost keep up. I would love to have been in the studio with the guy that had to punch up these songs for him, because I guarantee you that dude he better have packed his lunch because he had a long day to punch up these songs for this guy to make sure that he stayed clean on these beats and clean on there. But so respect whoever did the production on that, and I didn't look it up because I really don't care. I wish we had, I don't want to call it a normal rapper, but let's call it a normal. I wish I had a normal rapper on these beats, because I feel like a normal rapper would have flambéed this album with the beat selection he had got on here. But one of my favorite songs in there is Audible. I like the back and forth that's in Audible. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty dope. Going to the end of it, like I said, my pros and all that is just, once you get used to his style of rhyming, it does get more enjoyable. We talked about the production. It was I listened to it actually in my car, and so actually the ending part, the end half of the albums actually had some good ride music in there, so I could go with that. Also, I'll give him respect too. He can write a hook. All that wordy shit actually works really well when he's on a hook, when he's putting a hook together. So sometimes I think he over repeats his hooks, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. That's his style because I don't know anything else about him, so I got to go with what I'm getting from this album. And I feel like my cons of it is I feel like this artist is an artist that has a cult following, so they're probably gonna clap at me for this shit. But this ain't made for like the regular dude that just want to listen to some hip hop to me. This is for somebody that's like, not saying their styles are similar. I'm saying that this is like where I think of cult rappers. I think of people like Russ. Like only certain people gonna listen to Russ. Only certain people gonna listen to Logic. It ain't for everybody. He has that kind of style, but on the opposite end of the spectrum. I feel like how Nip feel about E40. I feel like he's in that group on the opposite end of the spectrum, but only certain people are going to rock with this type of flow. And if you're that type of person, this is up your alley. If you're not, I think you're out. So that's my own Remble. What you got, Chris?
Yeah, man, I cut this joint on in the car. I was heading down to my parents' house. So the first track, I'm like, what kind of Harry Potter reading rainbow style flow we got going on, man? It sounded like he was prim and proper talking about popping dudes. Like, I'm like, what is going on? And what kind of weirded me out even a little more, like certain songs he would emphasize it more than other ones, right? Because there's some where he's like really, really like Queen's English almost. And then other ones where he's a little bit more relaxed and you can pick up on it. So I was thinking he's from Detroit based on how he was rapping, like, because there's some other rappers from that area, like on his more relaxed songs, they sound a little bit similar. Even the beat selection, like I could hear T Grizzly all over the project if it was a different rapper or something like that. But like you said, after you get used to, the shock of how he's delivering the music, he has some good bars on there. Like you said, I enjoyed the song Audible. It wasn't ass, but I don't know if I would give the project a listen again. Because like I said, it's just so different from everything I'm used to hearing. It's like normally, people kind of relax or they got their own draw they got going on. It sounds like he made a deliberate attempt to remove like almost news anchor rap, Ron Burgundy bars. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'd be interested to hear more from him on songs that work, like stuff like Audible. I could get past it on that. I like that song. But overall, I'd say I didn't hate it. It was okay. But it definitely jarred. It's definitely a jarring project. So come in with open ears and an open mind.
Oh, here we go. All right. Go ahead, Dad.
Oh, I'm not. Y'all thought I was about to hate? I'm not hating. I like that shit a little bit. I like it a little bit. I like all that stupid. You know what I mean? I sound like I'm a square, and I'm gonna pop your shit like Pringles. I mean, I'm cool with it. Would I go back and listen to it again? Probably not. I'm probably not gonna listen to that shit again. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it was but I agree. It's definitely on that E40. Like scribblization. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. It was good.
I only brought up E40 just so I can hear your E40 impersonation. That's all I brought up.
It was
Look, don't get on no fly zone to Cali. Look. IDK'd one thing.
Right. Right up on E40 crazy.
Yeah.
So that's all you got?
Yeah, this probably same shit. Probably a 2. I give it a 2 instead of a 1 point, whatever. I ain't gonna frisbee it. Nah, I'm probably gonna frisbee it unless it's a new shorty.
Oh, damn.
I think if it was less novelty, I would have rated it higher. Like, that flow, it feels a little bit more relaxed and it wasn't so like jarring. I probably would have gave it a higher score, so I probably give it maybe like a 2.5, 2.5.
Okay, oh well, Chris hit why. I will say the score could raise if I listen to his older stuff and it go a little better. But right now I'm with Chris. I mean, it's a 2.5, man. If my girl put it on, I may listen to it if my man's put it on. Like that gap in there, because I can't go listen to something else and turn this on. Because by the time I adjust to his voice, the next song gonna be on, and then I'm gonna be like, damn, I shouldn't have had that on my playlist. So yeah, I'm gonna go a 2.5 as well. Which again, for me, that's pretty high praise because like this is not something in Nip know. If you don't got no traditional flow for me, I'm usually out. So
that's it.
Yeah. For me to go that far, like 2.5, I mean that in a regular album that'd have been like a 3.5 for somebody else. So, but yeah, 2.5 for me, man.
Yeah. All right, moving along. So we got our major albums out of the way. Let's get into some of these singles. Up first, we got Trippie Red featuring Lil Uzi Vert, Holy Smokes. How'd you like this one?
I'm just going to jump out and say I ain't even like this song. I thought the beat was goofy. This whole shit was goofy. I'm good, man.
Yeah, I'm cool too. If you want to talk about it, Chris, you talk about that shit is ass. That shit is a one pack of ass. Like I'm cool. If you want to talk about it, I don't have nothing to say about it. Like I'm cool.
I didn't hate the song. I'm a Lil Uzi fan for sure. Kind of Trippie Red is hit or miss for me.
He missed
like
on
the
this
shit. What's the song called? Something Rage or something like that. He's got a song out with Playboy Cardi.
That is pretty tight.
I like that one. I like that one. You can see the beat is like a little bit similar here, but I didn't like how Trippie did the hook, and just his flow is a little bit off to me. I like Uzi's verse on this one, so he kind of saved the song for me. But I'll say I wouldn't hate it. I didn't hate the single, but it's not my favorite.
Also, like, and it's just to throw a side note in, like, most of the artists now, they just get beats and they send it to the other one and they record their stuff and send it back. And that's how the game is. But they still try to give us the illusion that they were in the studio together. This one, you completely can tell. He just sent it. Uzi did his thing and sent it back. And like Uzi probably forgot he was even on this song. They probably debuted this shit. He was, oh yeah, I forgot I did this shit. Like, yeah. Nah,
this is after he did his breakdancing. Did y'all hear about that? That shit was crazy. You see it, Nip?
Yeah, I saw that bullshit.
No, but somebody was saying that like he had gotten beef with another rapper, like beat him up, then went to the party and started breaking.
Yeah, he got a case about that shit.
That's a wild dude, man. I like Uzi though, man. He does what he wants.
I like Uzi too. I respect Uzi too, but this wasn't it, man.
I feel you. All right, so next we got the ladies. Normani featuring Cardi B. Wild Side. So the video is definitely enjoyable. How'd y'all like the single?
I'm gonna let you start, Nip. Go ahead, man.
The single. I mean, it's not a memorable single. Like I wouldn't go back to it. I wish they had, wish them dancers was a little bit heavier. You know what I mean? They were scantily clad. You know what I mean? They need some meat up in there. You know what I'm saying? All these goddamn string bean bitches in that joint. I need some meat.
What you need? Lizzo playing the flute in the motherfucking video?
Yeah, I need something like that. Bring Lizzo in that motherfucker, man. God damn. All these skinny ass. I don't think this is geared toward me, man. I don't know what you want me to say. It was all right. They bought the Aaliyah shit in there. I do like the dance moves, the different outfits, and all that shit in the video. It was all right. The radio throwaway.
I'm in that half and half thing. Like, I like the Aaliyah flip for 1 in a million. I thought it was subtle enough, but recognizable enough that you're like, oh, that's Aaliyah flip. But you couldn't grasp completely the song, but it was 1 in a million. So I thought that was good use of the flip. The issue with this song, and I'm starting to realize this is an issue with a lot of songs. This was a complete corporate ass song. You didn't need Cardi B for this song. This song goes Cardi B makes me dislike the song. Like everything up into the song, I was vibing. I had a vibe to it. I could lit some candles, had me a little young thing down here. Okay, once Cardi get on the track, I was over. Now shout out to Cardi because she could suck a watermelon through a straw. Cool, but I didn't need that for this track. I didn't need that at all for this track. So for me, it was like almost like, okay, I'm in the pocket here. And then Cardi come on, and I mean, usually I like things that Cardi are on. Let me change it. I like songs that Cardi songs that she's on. I'm starting to realize when Cardi features on other people's stuff, it don't be hot. And I think it's because things that Nip talks about, she's she's kind of lyrically bankrupt. So when it ain't her own stuff, when she can formulate the vibe itself, getting on somebody else's stuff, she can't get out of her own vibe. Like, and it feels that way.
English bankrupt too, ain't she?
Oh, here we go. All right, man. We don't gotta do this. We don't gotta do this.
All right, I'm chilling. But I mean, she was born in New York, right? Was she born in New York?
Look here, man. We ain't gonna do this.
How the fuck is your accent that fucking thick? Like, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck?
So going to my point is that's why I like the song,
rapping ass motherfucker.
but I can leave the Cardi part out of it. So I mean, I would give it a recommend to listen to it because the ladies is something for the ladies. Like Nip said, this ain't really for us, but I do like the bag they get, and I just wish Cardi wasn't on this. Like, they didn't need Cardi for this song. They only got Cardi on this song to try to make this chick more famous. That's the only reason she's on this song.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I enjoyed this single. Like you said, I didn't really need Cardi on it. I like some of the songs that Normani's been on. Sure. I think the last couple of years she's getting away from that group. I don't even remember the group name, but
I didn't even know she was part of a group, so you got me there.
Yeah. She was in a group. There's a girl group. But she's starting to have like more and more singles as the years go on. So I'm looking forward to more projects from her because I like her voice. I like some of the stuff she's been featured on. But like you said, Jay, I really didn't need Cardi on this show. It's kind of like you getting that, that chill, mellow vibe. And all of a sudden, somebody walking in, hey, yeah. Like, I don't really need that. I don't really need that for this vibe.
Facts. It's like that crunk girl that get into the club and everybody on the kickback.
Yeah.
We in the kickback chilling, but a chick just left the club come there and she ain't really left the club attitude. That's what Cardi felt like. You're like, damn, who girls is this? Like, why is it so loud? But yeah, that's what it felt like for me.
I feel you.
Because of slight technical difficulties and me not knowing how to, have a surge protector in my basement, we are back with it. We did lose Chris. He had a family emergency. So with the magic of editing, which I don't do no editing, so it's just going to be clipping these things together. We're going to run right into BIA featuring Nicki Minaj, Whole Lotta Money remix. All right, Nick, what you think, man?
I'm fucking with it. There's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. I got a couple. I got a couple hundred to throw, and that's it.
Look, I felt the same damn way when I heard it. I said, "Oh, this shit go! Like this shit go!" I mean, when it said what they say in the joint, like when they hit me with the line with the chorus with a whole lot of haters in here, blah blah. I'm gonna a whole lot of money. I said, "Oh, that's club anthem right there." That's club anthem right there. Like you can't get no better than that, man.
That's it. I'm drunk. I'm fried. I got my little couple $100 in my pocket. I'm throwing that shit. I'm eating some chicken wings over stripper ass. I'm doing all that.
Said a whole lot of haters in this MFers. I was like, oh, club anthem. Also, man, like after coming off the heels of, like, I feel this bad because I never want to pit these young ladies against each other, but it is what it is. We know how the rap game is. It's competitive, but this is how you do and get a feature that actually adds to your song.
Right. That's a fact.
You know, Nicki's joint, even when she came off real flagrant at first and she said rewind and then came back, I was like, well, one, that's dope as hell. But then two, this is where you put you put that assist on there that's supposed to boost the song because Nicki go in on it. And then when she came back with a second verse, I was like, okay, this is the epitome of the club anthem rap. It's just snazzy, just one hit of lines, punchlines, and moving on. We don't need no content. We don't need no introspective deep dive. I just need you to hit something that groove with the beat and it got something I can repeat. And I mean, Nicki hit the notes on that, man.
But we can't compare rapper Nicki to rapper Cardi. Like we can't.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's not. Yeah, it's no contest to that shit. Like Nicki's a rapper. Cardi is not. Yeah. Cardi's the body alone and shit. So
right. But I mean more in the sense of like Nicki got on this track and she added. Well, like, I make the comparison that Cardi's good in her box, but when you try to get her in another person's box, it don't fit right. Where this one, Nicki gets in here and it's like, oh shit, like almost to the point I wouldn't even call this a feature. I feel like this is a dual song, like the way they both was giving it up, like that last verse with the back and forth. Like, yeah, they were both giving it up for real. So now, fucking I fucks with this one heavily, bro. I'm here for it. I'm here for all.
That shit definitely gets played again and again when it was, you know what I'm saying, when at the appropriate times and shit.
Well, let's jump into another controversial figure that we all, well, when I say we all love, I'm starting to dig, man. We got Russ had a single called Cheers that came out. And I know I used the comparison to Russ earlier when we were talking about Remble or whatever the dude's name is. But Russ is one of those. Russ is probably the only artist that I think I like, because everything I hear from him I like, that I don't listen to. Like every time we do one of these reviews, I fucks with the shit that he puts out, but I couldn't tell you an album name. I couldn't tell you when they drop. I couldn't tell you nothing else about him except for I rocks with the singles. This single for me, it does that rapper stuff that I like, that I know you'll kind of hit or miss on when he starts they get into that personal, real life rap. Like right. I enjoy watching Scarface and The Godfather like everybody else. I enjoy my music talking about that too. But I do also enjoy when I can get some things where I feel like, I ain't gonna say building a bond, but I feel like, I'm getting to know the artist. And I think this song, Cheers, hits a lot of notes of that. But I know you particular had some problems with some of the verses in there. I mean, go ahead and express yourself.
I bangs with Russ a little bit, but this whole, like, my soul is Caucasian, but I got melanin in it or some shit. Nah, brother. Nah. But
everybody got melanin now. Everybody got melanin.
We knew what he was trying to say in that shit. He trying to say that he fucking black, and he's not black. No.
So,
no, my brother. Stay in the Caucasoid Mountains. Stay with the Yakubians. We not. Nah. You can rap. You can rap. Hands down, you can rap. Are you an elite rapper? No. But you can rap.
Okay, but I don't know what is Russ? Is he? Oh, never mind. I looked at it now. He's Sicilian American. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He gonna have to slow down. He gonna have to slow down. Now, in slight respect, I mean, geographic history, Sicilians are, well, I know everybody's descendants from Africans, but the Sicilians are like almost the closest Caucasian descendant from Africans. Like, that's the thing. And if
right next to Egypt.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm just pointing out a thing.
Niggas from Egypt and Eritrea can swim over the fucking to the tip of the boot and shit. Like, I know what the fuck y'all was doing. Y'all niggas was catching the canoe. Y'all was catching the canoe and get you some little African ass and shit. I knew what time it is. Y'all ain't get that dark skin for no reason.
Because the Sicilians used to be called eggplants, and we all know if anybody's growing up in the hood, when you make the joke, you so black, you purple. But they used to call Sicilians eggplants. But so yeah, I mean, I'm not giving him a pass. I'm just saying that maybe because he feels a connection with the Sicilian roots, maybe that's why he's trying to get that line off.
Nah. He's trying to say he got soul. And I feel you. You might have soul. Just say you white soul. Don't try to steal the melanin in my blood, my brother. Because if I go out in the sun today and you go out in the sun today, guess who melanin finna get? Guess who melanin absorbing that shit? And guess who gonna have to go and put some goddamn some butter on their legs or some shit? How you deal with sunburn? I don't know how they deal with sunburn. How you do that shit? Lotion? What do you need?
Butter on their legs.
I don't fucking know. How you deal with sunburn? I never dealt with sunburn.
I dealt with sunburn one time before, but it was just like you stay out of the sun and I mean your skin peel and all that. But I was like in Jamaica when I hit it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. When I went to Jamaica, I was out in the sun, nigga. I ain't had shit on me. I just brought my melanin with me. I don't know what he brought, but I brought my melanin with me. That's all I had. The fuck.
Well, usually we have a culture talk for this one, but I feel like we didn't give y'all so much of the culture today. We got a new segment we're debuting. It is called Nip Clapback. The clapback don't got to be negative. It's just that. So we had comments, and Nip had last week decided to share his opinion about IDK's latest album.
Right.
And some people that rock with IDK didn't take too kindly to the comments because they felt like we should have done more research. We should have dug in deep and got it. Now, for people that don't know, behind the scenes, after the show was off, I did know something about IDK, but we are a show that's full of entertainment. We want to have fun and go and keep it 100, how we really feel about things. So who am I to impede on Brother Nip's opinion about IDK? So we decided we're going to read some of these things out loud and let Nip respond to it. Actually, one of the guys that did post, I was trying to get him on the show today. I don't think it worked out, but the invitation's still open for him to come on and talk about IDK or whatever he wants to talk about. But let's go ahead and let's take it to the screen. So, right. Jay Beats, laugh my ass off. IDK is not an industry plant. He collabed with Doom in 2017. That's MF Doom, people don't know. And he signed to Warner in 2019. He also never signed. It's a partnership with his own label for independent artists. He also collaborated with DMX in 2019 and turned down a deal from Kanye. About as independent as you can get. Album did get derivative at times, and there were a lot of features, but y'all look stupid as hell talking about him being a plant. His last album had hidden features. At least do some research. LOL. Now, I responded to him and, blah, 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 regardless, and I'm going to put some up there like that. He did say he subscribed to us, so he did enjoy the commentary. But my main man, Nip, I mean, the floor is yours. What do you have to say in response to Jay Beats?
He's still a fucking plant. You don't get a fucking DMX or a Doom feature without some bread behind you.
Or Slick Rick, because that's what you kept hollering was Slick
Rick. Exact. Slick fucking Rick. Fuck the Doom. Slick Rick. You pulling niggas from the 80s? Nah, no way. He's still a fucking plant. They put the money behind these non-masculine males.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
They put the bread behind these non-masculine males and push it. Come on, bro. We know DMX catalog. We know DMX stance on certain issues.
Right.
Do you think DMX is going to collab with a brother that like brothers?
We don't know he like brothers. He don't know he like brothers. You saying he like brothers. Ain't nobody confirmed that he like brothers.
He just had a song on the last stream we talked about where he was on some brother.
I did not get that vibe at all. Maybe I gotta re-listen to the song. Maybe I gotta listen to the song.
Now on this album, we had another little IDK joint we had like 3 or 4 episodes ago. And Buddy was talking that shit.
The Prada bag? The Prada the bag?
Some shit. Yeah, whatever the fuck it was. Yeah.
Anyway.
Buddy suspect.
Anyway. Thank you again, Jay Beats, for commenting. Please, again, comment some more to us. Tell us how Nip is tripping further. Let's go to the other comment here. Amani Gordon. Okay, Amani Gordon is the one I was going to invite. That's the one I was going to try to invite up here. Amani Gordon. Let me make sure I got this up here so we can get a look at it. Okay.
All right.
So Amani Gordon said, first you start off with he's gay.
He is.
Leading to he's a plant because he created a network of rappers who he talks with on a daily basis. He had Doom literally in his first project. IDK is no soft ninja. It's crazy how y'all did no research. And so I just wanted to explain to them, everybody on the panel didn't feel that way. It was one person's. And Amani Gordon said, yeah, would love to come on and let me know when y'all open to it. Because I invited them on and said, hey, the floor is open to come in, express your opinion, which we will say to everybody. If you got an opinion about what we say, I'm fine having you on because, I mean, opinions are like assholes. Everyone got one, and most of them stink. Yeah, and most of them stink. So it's fine. I love the debate, music, and everything else under the sun. But Amani Gordon's, that's his words. Nip, we throw it back to you. Your thoughts.
I mean, what was the comment again?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give
he
you
had
some more.
Doom. He had Doom on the first album.
Yeah, first off, you start with he's gay, then lead into he's a plant because he created a network of rappers who he talks with on a daily basis.
How the fuck do you know that he talks to him on a daily basis? You think he's talking to all? You think he's talking to Doom on a day? Get the fuck out of here, man! What are we talking about here? He talking to Doom, Slick Rick on a daily basis. Get the fuck out of here, man! And I appreciate your commentary on the video, but you sound kind of crazy. He's not talking to these niggas on a daily basis. It's not happening. It's not happening. But he ain't even this his first album, ain't
it? Nah, he got like 2 before this one.
Yeah, fuck that.
Look, I think I might have just discovered my new favorite segment on this show. Please, I need y'all to comment.
Man, this motherfucker sounds stupid. He created a network. How the fuck he created a network of rappers? And these niggas been rapping since 83. This nigga wasn't even rapping in 98. DMX had 2 platinum albums. He created a network of rappers. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Well, thank you all for participating. Like I said, JB, Amari Gordon, hey, like I said before, it's always open. Anytime y'all want to come on the show, chop it up, have some conversation, let me know. We'll give you the itinerary of requests, and we'll have an ending segment where y'all can just express yourselves to us and how crazy and ridiculous we are. But ladies and gentlemen, that will do it here for another edition of the Gladiator Cypher podcast. Please remember to share, like, follow, subscribe, and comment. Because again, I want to keep doing this Nip Clap Back segment if we can keep doing this. And I'm pretty sure Nip enjoys it too because he's expressed himself. Also, remember to follow us also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere there's a podcast, we are there. And again, we're on Facebook and on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification so you know when we post. We post everything from this music show to a nerd show. I got a wrestling show that I'm about to get back in the formation. I got which I wish Nip did live here with me down here in Georgia. I got a beer drinking show that I'm about to start putting up here too pretty soon. But just constant stuff we're doing here at Head Cannon Circus. Kudos to us also. We just hit over 4,000 hours. So all we're looking now is for the subscriber rate, and then we can possibly petition ourselves to be monetized as a podcast. So congratulations to that. Keep up the hard work, you guys. I wish Chris was here to celebrate that with us as well. And to you all, thank you all for watching and listening, because without you all, we would not have hit those numbers. Please share with a friend, tell your friend to subscribe so we can hit that 1,000 subscriber rate, which will put us over and make us eligible. But other than that, Nip, you got any closing words for us, Nip?
Melvin, what were you thinking about? Getting blazed?
Oh, you all be kind to each other out there. We will see you all next week.
This is a Head Cannon production. Circus production.